What's up, fellas? Loami here, EM3 Strength and Conditioning. Today is leg day, barbell leg day for the Strength and Power Manifesto. We're gonna start by doing body squats. We're gonna do 50 squats, all right? So as you do your squats, all right, this is your time to really start warming up. What I like to do is I like to go down and do an Olympic squat. That's where I get my butt parallel to the floor, to my knees. After I do a couple of those, I like to try to get a little deeper, just to get all those muscle fibers of the legs activated. Not only that, but it also gets the joints lubricated. You start moving them, they start juicing up your knees, your ankles, your hips. Try to keep your chest up, reminding your body what it is about to do. All right, you're gonna rock out 50 of those. After you rock those 50s out, you're gonna go ahead and stretch, get your stretches in, and then we'll move on to the barbell. All right, so here we are at the barbell. If you have a barbell or a rack at home, great. Usually that's not the issue. The issue is the weight. If you don't have the heavy weights at home, this is a good workout to do at the gym. If you don't have the equipment, as far as, for instance, the rack or the weight that you can move or want to move, if you want to go real heavy, this is the workout you want to go to the gym and get done. All right, so we're going to start with barbell squats. You're going to do 8 sets of 10 reps. Now, as you get towards those 8, the last couple sets, the 7th, the 8th set, you're gonna find that getting those 10 reps are more and more difficult, which of course is what's supposed to happen. If it gets too difficult to do 10, you can either lighten the load to get to 10, or make a range 6 to 10 reps or 8 to 10 reps, depending how heavy you go. All right, and I'll talk about how heavy to go in a minute. First of all, we're gonna get the technique about squatting. If you already know, you can just go ahead and skip this part of the video and get your sets done. If you need a couple of pointers, a couple cues, this is where it's at. First things first, this is the middle of the bar, the middle knurl. This is the part that goes behind your back, right behind your neck. The rings here, I like to put my hands on the side. All right, just so I know my hands are equal distance from the middle. I like to stare at the center knurl, and I like to swoop my head under and leave my elbows behind so it flexes my traps. So like this, swoop under, elbows are high and stay behind. They don't come with me, they stay behind. That flexes my traps because that's where the barbell is going to sit. Now from here, I will walk myself under the bar. That way I'm lifting the bar with my legs, not my back. It's a good habit to get into, especially when you start lifting very heavy. Lift, step back. If you're at the gym and in the rack, stay within the rack so you have somewhere to dump it if you need to. From here, all right, my traps are already engaged. My core is engaged. I take a big deep breath. And just like with the body squats, you're gonna reach back with your butt, like you're trying to sit down on the toilet. Go down as far as you can. Press through, up and exhale. Inhale, hold it in. Exhale as you come out. If you have issues with your knees, where as you go down and as soon as that butt passes the knees, you get pain up in here, all right? You do not want to go that low, and definitely don't want to go lower. All right, listen to your body. Pain is not weakness leaving the body. Pain is telling your body something's not right. Put back, boom, here. All right, if you got knee issues, don't go no lower than your knees. Your butt doesn't go lower than your knees, and up. When you're done, walk forward, fall into the rack, slide it down. Remember, don't let your knees collapse in. Your feet do not have to be facing forward. If that's not the way you're built, for instance, when I stand, my feet automatically turn out. Let them. stand naturally. Let those knees follow the toes, pushing the butt back, again, like you're gonna go sit on the bench or sit on the toilet. And then push through the heels of your feet in order to get yourself back up. You're gonna perform 8 sets of 10 repetitions. As you get heavier, as you go through your sets, you're gonna add weight. 10 to 20 pounds at first, and then as it gets heavier and you start to feel it out, slow the rate of weight that you add. That way you don't add too much and then have difficulties getting back up, and you may have to bail, which isn't a bad idea as far as something to get used to in case it would happen in the future. But it's not something you want to, get into, especially if you're working by yourself. So increase that weight so you work real hard, but make sure you're safe. And best thing to do is have a spotter with you when you're squatting. All right. So get your 8 sets of 10 done, and then we'll start with the lunges. All right, now that you got your squats done, we're gonna go ahead and do lunges with a barbell. We're gonna do front lunges, back lunges, and split lunges, or sometimes they're called split squats. You're gonna do 5 sets of 5 repetitions on each side. So you count 1 on one side, 1 on the other, and that's 1 repetition. Now we're gonna do the lunges with the barbell. If you don't have a barbell, you can always use the dumbbells. With the dumbbells, you can either hold them up here or let them hang down. If you want to mimic what the barbell is doing, you want to hold them up here. Although it's not exactly the same thing, because the barbell will be sitting on the back of your neck the way it does when you squat. The dumbbells will never sit there. All right, enough about that. So here we go. We're gonna start with the front lunge. You're gonna you're gonna pick up the barbell the same way you do when you squat. Swoop on under, flex those traps, elbows back, pick it up, step back. All right. Now you want to go heavy, but not too heavy where you're gonna lose your balance and fall over. Because for this one, you'll have to step out of the rack for a little bit. All right. Now I can set my safety bars down further where I can do the lunge. If you're at a gym, you may not be able to do that. If that's the case, then I would grab the dumbbells and do it then. So here we go. We're gonna step forward. All right. When we step forward, that back foot needs to be on the ball. Do not let it flat. Once it's flat, it's gonna ruin your lunge. You want to step forward and leave that ball, that foot on the ball. Now what happens next is super important. Both legs need to bend, especially the back leg. So focus on bending that back leg all the way down to the floor. All right. My front leg, you don't want that knee way over the toes that way. You want that knee lined up with that ankle. All right. Now from this point, you have to keep that back foot still with the toes curled in, still pushing through the ball of the foot, and the front also pushing down. At the same time, we're gonna come on up, boom, and then push back. All right, I'm gonna do that again with my other side a little faster so you can see what it looks like in motion. So step forward, bend both knees, straighten both legs, push back. Boom, and back. All right, the better you get at it, the better your balance will be. All right, so we're gonna get your 5 and 5 sets forwards, and then we'll move into the reverse lunges. All right, great job with those front lunges. Those get very difficult. So we're gonna do the reverse lunges, which is exactly the opposite. So you're gonna get yourself into that lunge position, or your starting lunge position. Get under the barbell, step back. Actually, no, you wanna stay forward this time. With the back lunge, it's a little more sketchy, let's call it. but you got this. Just stay confident. All you have to do is take a good step back. Make sure you take a decent step back. You don't want to take a small step, because that'll get you all scrunched up here when you go down. Take a good step back. Keep that foot again on the ball. Bend both legs up. This time you're stepping forward. Step back. Keep the foot on the ball. Bend both legs. Again, fellas, like you're proposing. And up. Step back. Bend both legs. Keep that chest high. And up. Back. Boom. And up. You're going to do 5 and 5. So get it done. 5 on each side, 5 sets. All right, so now we're going to move into the split squat or the split lunge. So you're going to get into the beginning lunge position again, grabbing the barbell, stepping back. All right. You're going to step forward, again, leaving that back foot on the ball. Bend both legs down and then up. Boom. So it's like doing a lunge without the lunge. And then step back. Then you go into your other side. Now, when you step forward, we have a tendency to take a very narrow stance where our feet are close together even though they're in the split position. All right? Try to keep those feet under your hips. So when you step forward, your feet are still as far apart as they are now. So here I am, my feet are in a very natural stance. Step forward, you see my feet are still the same distance apart from each other laterally as opposed to forwards and back. That helps me keep my balance as I do my split lunges. So there it is. Split lunges, 5 on each side, 5 sets. Be careful, get it done. All right, so the final exercise we're gonna do with the barbell are calf raises, 5 sets of 15. Some quick pointers. Again, same position when you hold the barbell the whole time through this entire workout. All right, you can stand here flat-footed. Nice little squeeze at the top, getting those calves to squeeze. Okay, if you want a greater range of motion and you're at home, you can take a plate of let's say a 45-pound plate, or you can find a corner, let's say an edge or the edge of your stairs, and you can use that so you can dip your heels way down and then also get them way up when you go on your tippy toes. If you're at the gym, you can also use the calf raise machine in case there's someone else waiting for the rack. By this time, I'm sure someone will be, so be mindful of that also. You can use a calf raise machine. They have seated calf raises, and you do have the standing calf raises where the weights sit on your shoulders. All right, either way, you're doing 5 sets of 15. Make sure you get that nice little squeeze at the top. Always think of looking on top of the refrigerator. I mean, at least for me, I have to get on my toes to see the refrigerator. All right, 5 sets, 15 calf raises, and then once you're done with that, you're gonna do 30, 30 for 3, meaning 30 seconds of one exercise, 30 seconds of another. You're gonna do 30 seconds jump squats, 30 seconds jumping jacks for 3 minutes, back and forth. So you'll do 3 sets of each. All right? Jump squats, jumping jacks, 3 minutes after your 5 sets of 15 calf raises, either with the barbells or on the machines if you're at the gym. All right? EM3 Strength and Conditioning, Strength and Power Manifesto. We'll see you at the next workout.